Israel and Hamas reached a landmark ceasefire and hostage release deal to halt the 15-month-old Gaza war. The ceasefire deal, mediated by Egypt, Qatar and the US, is divided into 3 phases. The first phase, which will last 6 weeks. Now, in that phase, it would see Hamas release 33 hostages. So Hamas will release 33 hostages in phase 1 of the Israel-Hamas deal, and those released would be women, children, elderly and wounded people who will be released in the first phase. In exchange, Israel will then release a larger number of Palestinian prisoners during this phase, including prisoners serving life sentences. Reports say that 30 Palestinian prisoners will be released for each hostage. Meanwhile, 50 Palestinian prisoners will be released for each female soldier. Israel would withdraw from the populated areas in Gaza, and this phase will also see the return of the displaced people to their residences. Israeli forces would withdraw from the Netrizim corridor westward towards Saladin Road to the east, enabling displaced people to return through an electronic checkpoint equipped with cameras. No Israeli forces will be present, and Palestinian militants will be barred from passing through the checkpoint during the return of the displaced people. Now, under this arrangement, during the implementation of phase 1, the details of phase 2 or 3 will be finalized. That is, during the implementation of phase 1, US President Joe Biden has said that the ceasefire will continue even if the negotiations go beyond the 6 weeks margin. So, Biden said that phase 2 would comprise an exchange for the remaining hostages who are still alive, including the male soldiers, post which the remaining Israeli forces would withdraw from Gaza. That's the second phase of the ceasefire deal. Meanwhile, the third and the final leg of the truce will involve the return of remains of the dead hostages to their families and also a major reconstruction plan for Gaza. However, there is currently no agreement over who will administer Gaza beyond the ceasefire. Joint mediators, Qatar, the US and Egypt will monitor the ceasefire deal through a body based in Cairo.